Blunt Talk with LT, episode 25. This episode is brought to you by StackGwop.com, StackGwop.com/shop. All right, we getting into it.
And I wonder if you really believe in your heart you actually won the fight.
Yeah, hell yeah, I believe I won the fight. Shit, that's just like when you believe that you want cheese on that burger. You know what you looking for.
Yo, Adrian Broner. Okay, I watched the Adrian Broner fight. Adrian Broner versus Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao won 10 or 11 of those rounds cleanly. Like there was a part. There's a briefly in round 9. Manny Pacquiao landed one of his strongest lefts where he put everything behind it and knocked back Broner's head, snapped it back. I thought he would have fell. I don't know how he mustered the energy and the chin to survive that after his past knockouts, but he survived that knockout. There was a bunch of times in that fight where Manny Pacquiao was hitting him clean, but throughout the fight, Broner was making him miss a lot. Manny Pacquiao only landed 20% of his punches, but Broner didn't throw anything back. He was making a miss and shit, but he wasn't countering. There was no room for him to counter because the way he was avoiding the punches, he was just barely getting out of the way. And then when he didn't, he was getting clocked. He was getting cleaned. Manny Pacquiao was fucking his shit up. Manny Pacquiao easily won that fight. Adrian Broner must have, people said CTE after that fight, but it's possible because that comment that he made was funny, but at the end of the day, it's nigga, you won one round. One round you decisively won. It was round 4 or 5? No, it was round 4. He won round 4 cleanly. I think the Letterman card gave him 2 rounds, gave him 11 or something, but I don't think he won that round. I think his most punches landed in a round was 8 punches, and that's pathetic. He didn't throw any body punches. He was headhunting the entire time. He wouldn't counter. He would not let his hands go. He was just getting Broner needs to hire a new trainer, or his biggest problem for his entire career is he doesn't let his hands go enough. He doesn't throw enough punches. His punch output is not high enough, and that's always been his fucking problem. When you watch him, it's frustrating because you're you have the tools to be a good boxer. You just don't. You're not aggressive enough with your punches. It's like watching Lonzo Ball play sometimes. It's you're not aggressive enough, but when you are aggressive, you have success. It's I don't know. Adrian Broner is, I don't know, I can't say he's finished, but Manny Pacquiao still looks good for a 40-year-old. He's still, he looked faster than Broner, who was 29. I don't know. I want to see who Manny Pacquiao can fight. I don't want to see Floyd and Manny again. I don't want to see that shit. Because if Floyd fights Manny, he's going to get in great shape again to fight Manny, and he's going to win the same way he did last time, and I don't want to see that. It's going to be boring. He'll probably win more handily this time. Actually being in the ring with him, feeling his power. It's Floyd just adjusts. You don't get closer to Floyd the second time you fight him. The gap gets further. Every Floyd fight, whether it been Luis Castillo in his early fight when they said he lost the first fight, it was a debate. The second fight, he came back and dominated him. Maidana was a good fight, the first one. The second fight, Mayweather dominated him. Who else did he fight more than once? Shit, but anybody that he fought more than once, it was it was never anything where it was closer the second time. The gap was always further. All right, so I'm going to get off boxing. I'm not going to spend too much time on the boxing. But Adrian Broner, come on, man. Fuck you doing, son? Just have a seat for a little bit, because you clearly didn't win that fight. No one in the world was debating. The biggest Adrian Broner fan would not stand up and say, yeah, you won that fight. You didn't win that fight. Not at all.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
All right. So, so since I'm kind of on sports, let's just start off with the sports and get it out of the way. If you're not here for the sports, you might want to just skip through the episode a little bit. If you're on YouTube, if you're listening to an audio, then you know you want to listen to the shit. All right, so the Lakers, Lonzo Ball got injured. He's going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks. People don't understand the significance of this injury because all their playmakers are gone. All their point guards. You got Rondo injured, Lonzo injured, LeBron still injured. They have no playmakers. How the fuck are the Lakers going to win any of these games? They're one game out of 8th right now. They're in 9th in the West. It's kind of like a bunch of teams competing for that last spot. The Lakers are playing Golden State tonight. Or by the time you listen to this, it would already happen. It's not looking good for the Lakers. Okay, that's brief. I'm not talking about basketball too long. Let's see. The Patriots back in the Super Bowl, playing the Rams. Kind of reminds me of like where Brady's career really started when he won that Super Bowl over the greatest show on turf, Kurt Warner, Marshall Faulk, Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce, the Rams, that powerhouse team. When he took them niggas out, that's when Tom Brady was Tom Brady. Now he's, going out. If he retires after this, and it's, him beating the Rams again, a different version, Todd Gurley, Jared Goff, different version, not the same team, but a really good team. Aaron Donald on defense. Good team. I think it'll be monumental if he wins the Super Bowl and goes out this way. But he can play another season. Max Kellerman and his stupid Cliff is full of shit, so in that time, he'll continue. He'll definitely continue. Okay, what else we got? Oh, that's why I wanted to talk about sports, because I wanted to talk about what's going on in FS1 with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, because Shannon Sharp's on Twitter talking reckless every goddamn day, and he was going back and forth with some people saying he wouldn't listen to Future anymore until he stops, talking shit about Sierra and Russell Wilson, because Future said some shit, and I don't know what the fuck Future said, so I'm not going to bring it up. It doesn't matter what he said. The fact that Shannon Sharp's always jumping out the window on Twitter, and he came back to FS1. He came back, and Skip Bayless said, oh, you're not drinking today. You're doing the show sober or some shit. And they made reference to that because he's been out of control and he's been wild. So I found that shit funny. This nigga's out of control. He's on Twitter. And FS1, they give you freedom, though. They didn't have the Henny on the desk today, but it seems like they give you freedom at FS1. You're not going to swear on, you're not going to cuss on national television. Other than that, you get the reins to do what you want. When you're on Twitter, you can be yourself. They don't have the restrictions of an ESPN. ESPN is a Disney company, so obviously they're going to operate a bit differently than AFS1. Trump giving those teens, those football players, burgers was trash. I don't know why anyone would say that's something good or that's what teens eat. That's what not teens, but like college students eat and shit. Nah. Miss me with them burgers. No one wants to eat McDonald's trash burgers. Like, fuck out of here. You're at the White House. You thought you would get some, gourmet chefs to cook you some shit up. But nah. These motherfuckers came up with the fucking burgers. Like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, what? Burgers? That was a football team. Okay, so we're still on sports. Okay, one more thing for sports, and then I'm going to get the fuck off of sports. We're going to watch this Kevin Durant video.
I got his hat! No, I don't. Watch yourself, dog. Don't do that shit again. Be respectful out here, motherfucker.
Hey, I'm a huge fan.
Watch
I'm
yourself.
a huge fan, KD. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan.
Don't do no shit like that again.
I love that guy.
Don't do no stupid shit like that again.
This guy said, I love that guy. I'm a huge fan. Does that matter, bro? Man took his hat and thinks that because he's a fan, he has free reign to take his hat. And just, oh, I took his hat. I took his hat. Like, no, nigga, the fuck? Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. We ain't playing that. That's trash. KD handled that correctly. Can't be doing them things. Like, these people think because you're a fan and you love them, you can just, do whatever you want to them when you see them. Like, no, what is that? Like, why did he think by saying, I'm a huge fan, that he would think anything differently of you taking his hat like that? You think that it was just, okay, if it's a hater, that's like, no, we know who's taking, like, no. I don't have to elaborate. I don't have to explain this. Like, come on, son. Fuck out of here. All right, so one thing I wanted to talk about was DJ Academics, Nadeska, Everyday Struggle. Everyday Struggle and their whole Soulja Boy altercation. Because when I first did my the last podcast, it was before, the whole Soulja Boy interview on The Breakfast Club, before the whole Everyday Struggle shit. Before all of that, I put up my, my podcast, and I was talking about Soulja Boy coming back because he was doing other viral videos prior to doing that, before he shook up the internet and got like 10 million views on The Breakfast Club and shit, basically taking out Tekashi 6ix9ine's record for views. Well, he's about to pass his second video. He passed one of his videos. He's about to pass his other one too. Soulja Boy is destroying it right now. So basically, Soulja Boy has a bunch of businesses, but he has something else notable that's going on. He's selling a bunch of consoles. He's selling Soulja Pad. It's like a tablet. He's selling Soulja Phone. He's still selling these little game consoles with retro games and stuff. So basically, what he's doing is he's finding the best bootleg shit, the best, like, those Chinese manufacturers make like bootleg things, knockoff stuff, and he's basically selling them at a higher price, and he's bringing them to the market, and he's not even really rebranding them. They have generic names. He's not rebranding it at all. He's just selling it. But the products are just really knockoff products. So it's like, is it really your own? It's not really. I don't even know how the business is structured, because it's like, it's not really under his whole. I don't know if he's liable for any lawsuits when it comes to the gaming or whatever. Okay, but that's not the point. Let's get to Soulja Boy and Everyday Struggle. So Nadeska basically said that we support black businesses, and then basically Academics and Nadeska both went at Soulja Boy and said, why are you starting so many businesses? Oh, this is fraud. You're scheming and scamming, and you're doing all sorts of fuckery. They're basically getting at him and trying to make a moment out of him, trolling him, after saying they support black businesses while working for a white business and not supporting the black businesses. It's like Everyday Struggle and Complex is like, that's white owned. There's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, you can't say you're black business oriented and you support black businesses while working for the white business and doing none of your own businesses or owning your own business yourself, because Academics could have walked when Joe Budden walked, and he could have been on like State of the Culture or something, working for Diddy, black owned business. He could have been doing something differently. But he's not. He's working for Everyday Struggle. He's working for Complex to get in the bag there. Do your thing, but you can't be talking you can't be talking a certain talk when you're doing a certain thing. When you're doing other things, you can't. Like, there's nothing wrong with you getting your Complex bag, but at the same time, you can't get at other niggas that are getting their bag a certain way when you're getting your bag a way and you're talking a different way. So it's like, that sounded confusing the way I said that. Yikes. Okay, so pretty much what I'm saying, bootleg or not, whatever the fuck Soulja Boy's peddling, whatever, if you don't believe in it or not, you can't say you support black businesses and then just a sentence later say why you starting so much businesses and kind of go in on his businesses. It doesn't quite make sense. It doesn't add up. But the Soulja tablet looks all right. The camera resolution's trash, but I have a Samsung tablet and it looks better than that shit. Who knows? The Soulja phone's kind of trash, but actually no, it wasn't that trash. Soulja Boy had some pretty good knockoff. Like if you were gonna try to get some knockoff shit, like that gaming console. I was looking around for consoles before that could play those old games like the Super Marios of the world and the Sonics and all the Contra and all those old games, Battletoads, all those old games. I was looking for a console that can play all them old shits because I had something for my Xbox 360 when I used to play Xbox 360 before I upgraded to Xbox One. I had a game or like one of those things that had all those old games, but I don't know what the fuck happened to that. Other than that, I was looking for something like that. And then I seen the Soulja shit. And I'm like, that little game console is better than all the other bootlegs that I see when I try to look for it. When I look in like, say if I'm out at a flea market or even shopping online, it's harder to find those type of quality game consoles. So he actually has something. It's not like he's selling bullshit. Like this shit is actually useful if you're looking for those old games. The reviewers, he's giving YouTubers a lot of material because these YouTubers are making video after video reviewing his shit, and that's why they're loving Soulja Boy. They're paying money to actually buy his shit just to review it. Some of them are shitting on him, but some of them are supporting him and it's supporting his buzz. So when he said the biggest comeback, it's like there's a lot of shit that was going on prior to his whole Breakfast Club interview. Before his Everyday Struggle interview, he was doing shit. He was making noise all over the internet, but I didn't realize that until I actually started searching it because no one was paying attention because it wasn't in the same space. It wasn't in the music space. It wasn't in the music industry. He was in other spaces. So when you actually search up shit, you realize that all these YouTubers and all these tech nerds are actually, taking in his shit and taking it apart and seeing the parts and seeing how light it is and seeing what actual devices he uses to power his things. Like they're digging into it and he's actually making a dent. So when he says comeback of the year, he has a point, but not in the way that most consider it. Nonetheless, let Soulja live. Let him do his thing. He's basically just hustling on the internet. I don't know if there's any solid business behind what he's doing, but he's signing deals. Like when I mean business, I mean like a registered licensed business. I think he's just selling shit off of his site. Who knows what the fuck's going on? I ain't paying close enough attention. I shouldn't really talk, but I am anyway. What else do we got here? The government's still shut down. That sucks. If the government shutdown was in Canada, I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know. I think people probably strike. I don't know if people in Canada will be doing that, not getting paid for X amount of days and just, but who knows until it's actually done upon too. So that shit is fucked up though. I know myself, I wouldn't want to be going to work for no money because I remember a job that I quit. The boss always wanted to pay niggas late and everybody wanted to be slaves there. And times where, he'll just dip out paycheck day, wasn't getting paid direct deposit. And I was like, nah, I ain't dealing with this shit. So I got my checks, doing my 2 weeks. I'm like, I ain't putting up with this shit. You guys are tripping. I told everybody at that place that they're tripping. They shouldn't be putting up with this shit. Every time it's a paycheck day, nobody wanted to say anything. And the supervisor would just dip off. No one get paid. People be mad, but no one will say anything. And I'm like, yeah, what type of people are you? Like, in the time Out of here. So I off that. I don't know why anyone will put up with that, but if you're in a government job, you're probably stuck in that job. You can't just, leave that government job and go to another job because it's a government job. It's not like it's an industry job where you can go from like one, if you're a doctor, you can go from one hospital to the other or whatever, or one practice to the other, or whatever the fuck it is. You can't do that in these government jobs apparently. So that's probably why they're stuck. They don't want to change their occupation, work in a different workforce. So it's pretty much fucked. Trump is everybody knew who Trump was. He's willing to do this shit for his cause and build that wall. We had Cardi B dragging what's her face? Tommy Lauren. Is that her name? Tommy Lauren? She dragged her. She said she would dog walk her, and then Tommy Lauren kind of agreed, like, you probably will. And then she tried to call out Cardi B's intelligence. Cardi B went in on her. I'm with Cardi on this one. I don't seem like I'm the biggest Cardi B supporter, but I'm not a hater at the same time. I'm with Cardi B on this one. She dragged her. She said some shit. I can't remember. I should have pulled up the tweet. I should have had it prepared. God damn it. I told myself I was going to prepare, but I didn't have the tweet. She went in on her. And she did it in a way where it was like, yeah, you can be as smart as you want. You can be as educated as you want. But sometimes you can still be wrong and you can still miss I can't remember what the fuck she said. Fuck it. God damn it. Ugh, I know you guys probably seen that tweet or heard about it from something, or the Breakfast Club probably reported. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know. Can't remember what she said, but it was clever and it was witty. So shout out to Cardi B for that. Cardi B takes the W. Tommy Lauren takes the L. Hold that fat L, because sometimes you can't jump out the window and talk shit to everybody. Some people are quick with the snapbacks and some people are on point. And then you don't want to fuck with the wrong fan base sometimes. You fuck with the wrong fan base on Twitter and all those people be coming for you to be living in your mentions 24/7. You got to take off your notifications in perpetuity, because them shit's going to hit you forever. What else do we got here? Okay. Shit, we pretty much went through all the topics that I got here. I don't want to make this a short episode. Do I want to do this? I ain't gonna go in on one. Okay. Nah, I ain't gonna do this. Nah, I'm gonna wrap up the episode. We got another episode coming around the corner too. We doubling up. We have 2 episodes coming this week, 3 episodes possibly. So I can make this one a short one and live with it. stackgwop.com/shop. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the Apple Podcast, subscribe to Spotify, subscribe to wherever you listen to the podcast on audio, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Blunt Talk with LT channel, where it has all the Blunt Talk with LT clips. And subscribe to Stack Gwop, the YouTube channel. It's on the screen right now, stackgwop.com.